The primary goal of any design is to effectively communicate a message. When someone views our design, there has to be this transaction of knowledge, information that we're transferring to them that's adding to their existing understanding of the topic. And hierarchy plays a crucial role in organizing and presenting this information. It helps guide the viewer's eyes through the design and ensures the most important elements receive the appropriate attention. Trust me, after 2 decades of teaching design, grasping this principle of hierarchy is the single best thing you can do to significantly enhance your design skills and boost your confidence. Hi, I'm Matt, a design school educator here at Canva. So another way to explain hierarchy is to think of it as a ranking system. It prioritizes elements based on their importance and ensures viewers quickly grasp the main message and follow the flow of information seamlessly right through to the end. When you start a design, a good question to ask yourself is, what do you want the viewer to notice first? And then what? And then? And what's the final thing you want the audience to see? That final endpoint, that's important because it's likely the thing that the viewer will remember most. Once you know this, you've got your timeline. You know where the viewer will enter and where they'll exit, and everything else needs to fall in between. And this is the hardest bit, and once you know the journey that you want the viewer to take, the rest is easy. Let me show you how you can create a hierarchy by taking you through a couple of common designs. Let's begin with something super simple. A crisp, eggshell white business card with Roman lettering. Now, where do we want the emphasis? An easy way to create this is through size. Do I want it in my contact details? No, that would be weird. In my title? I guess that would work, but is that the reason you're going to hand someone a business card so they can see your position? No, it's normally your name. You want them to see that first and then associate it with everything that comes after. I'll put the website at the end. This will be the final thing they see and might stick in their memory more. So size is just one way you can create hierarchy. You can also do it through color or weight or alignment. You can even use negative space. And you could use them all together. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Let's apply it to something a little more complex. Look at this poster. It's very easy to see where the designer wanted you to look first. The image is the focal point. This is what people will notice first and be attracted by. Once they're engaged, we've got a small window to communicate the rest of the information. So where do we want them to go next? Well, I want them to associate the name with the image, so that needs to get the eyes on it. I'll back that up with a reason or a benefit. Then I need to make sure that they know when it's on. Finally, I need them to take action, otherwise known as a CTA. So here, I will make sure they notice where they can buy tickets. And maybe create a sense of urgency. Now, we can add in any extra information, but I would suggest you always question whether you really need it. There's a lot more going on, but as you can see, it's still following the same rules as the business card. There's a clear flow of information from the entry point right through to the exit. And what about a website? It's the same premise, although the call to action might now be replaced with a button that you want them to click. Social media, it's the same. In fact, I've heard of interior designers applying a similar structure to retail stores or UX designers when they're working out a user flow. I wonder if there is anything that you couldn't apply it to. Set design, well, obviously. Makeup artistry, that would probably work too. Plating up in a restaurant, yeah, that would work. If you enjoyed this video, you really need to check out our playlist, which is full of tutorials and tips to help you become a design master. And we're uploading new videos every week. Actually, this video might be a good one to watch after this. It's a really important design skill as well. Not as important as hierarchy, in my opinion, but it's helpful. While you're there, please drop a like and subscribe. It really helps others find these videos, and I'd really appreciate it.